such an amazing, morning today to sing. What do you feel?
It's such, and we have the best weather today so far. I actually left the house without a jacket.
Amazing.
That's something.
I took a walk this morning and I actually sweated and was like, my God, this is summer already in winter. We'll take this anytime, guys. We'll take this. We'll take this anytime, guys.
Hello everyone, this is Unscripted. My name is Tosin Shosoy and I have with me a fantastic, beautiful lady called
Aderiola Adeniji.
It's a pleasure having you here today, and I'm so excited that we're getting this ball rolling finally.
Amazing.
This is Unscripted, streaming live to you online, to wherever you are in the whole world. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and we're happy to have you here with us as we go through backstories of the Bible.
Yeah.
Like it said, it is unscripted, so anything goes, anything flows as the Spirit flows. Welcome once again.
I want to welcome you again. Like Tosin said, it's going to be an amazing time today. We're going to have a lot of fun, and it's a psychologically safe environment. So be comfortable, all right? Let down your guards and let's just all learn together. And like she said, we're going to be talking about the backstories in the Bible. We've heard a lot about stories, about, wonderful things that a lot of people did in the Bible. And it feels like, oh my God, can I ever get that done in this time and age? Do these people even have the kind of struggles I have right now? And,
Is it even relatable? People want to know, like, is this Bible relatable? I had my son asking me, teenager, by the way, like, can somebody write a Bible into what is related, what is happening now? Can the Bible you have, guess it, all these things happening now actually situated in the Bible if you read it in context? And I also hear that there's Gen Z Bible now.
Oh really?
Yeah, there's Gen Z
Oh
Bible
my
now.
God, that will be fun to read. That would be amazing to read, to see. And I would really love to lay my hands on one of those Bibles and just to try to understand. Like seriously, I struggle sometimes too. Like, oh my God, am I different from the people in the Bible? Why do I have all this struggles? Why do I have all these troubles? Why do I have all this issues with my life? And it feels like, is Jesus really with me?
No, let's go there. When God says, I am with you, let's start from there. That's a lot, because what does it even mean when God says, I am with you? Does it mean everything it's all rosy, beautiful, no issues? But guess what? He says, even when you go through the fire, I am with you. So it doesn't eliminate the fact that you're going to go through the fire. But he says, I am with you. And we have a practical example. The 3 Hebrew men, not children.
Not children now. Yeah, grown men.
The 3 Hebrew men, I asked myself a question when I read that part of the Bible, like, am I sure that those guys saw the 4th man? Did they know God was with them? Because the Bible didn't record that. The Bible said that it was Nebuchadnezzar who saw the 4th man in the fire and said this one's like, so maybe God decided to show himself to Nebuchadnezzar. But are you sure the guys that were in the fire knew that there was another person in there with them?
That's food for thought, really. And that's why a lot of times when we go through issues, we feel, oh, God is not here with me. But I have, I keep learning though. There's nobody who has come to that, stage of, oh yes, I know it all. I know everything. Even the best of us, we're still, taking steps to we're work in progress. And I've learned that when we go through issues, it's actually God that has given us the strength to be able to go through. Right? There was a message I heard a couple of years ago by by the way, we'll be mentioning ministers of God that we know here. We are by no means prescribing. We're just saying that people that we've listened to, people that have, that have blessed us, and we'll just be sharing. The message was by T.D. Jakes, and he talked about the fact that, when we go through, situations, God actually carries us through. We are going through. We said you will go through. We are not going to. It's process.
It's just a passage.
And we keep, we have stages, we have levels, so you feel, oh yes, once my child starts to talk, it'll be a lot easier to, tackle, because they'll be able to say things they want to eat, things they want to do, but then they start to talk and they start to run around. That's when the terrible two starts, right? And then they start to, child-proof the house you are doing, and then at that level you feel, oh, once they are 5 and they start to go to school, but you have a teenager right now. Tell me, the struggle's over.
Oh my gosh. New level, new struggles.
New levels, new struggles. Yeah. I love that.
Because now, when you were younger, you couldn't wait for them to be older so that they could do things for themselves and by themselves. Now, hear me out. When you were younger, you could pick out what you wanted them to wear. And they will say, oh, mommy, it's fine. And then they will walk away and strut out of the house. And you'll be feeling cool, like the best one, like I dressed my baby nice. But right now, they want to wear that dirty sweater that they've been wearing for the past week.
Oh my God, tell me something. I'm
just
not alone there.
It's cool. Now they want multiple piercings. I don't know how to do that.
Oh my God.
But yeah, so there are different levels and there are different struggles. But the joy of it is that we know we're going to overcome, because it says rejoice. Because you understand, he has overcome the world.
Yeah.
And because of his victory, we have victory. But let's talk about this backstory, and we're looking at a very delectable Virgin Mary.
Delectable Virgin Mary. I love that. I love that.
Okay, so the question here is, when God says you are favored, what does that mean?
Well, in my world, it means everything is working together. I, click on the door opens for me. I want a job, I got the best of them. I want a car, I have the best of cars. What do you think, guys?
But guess what? That actually happens. But it doesn't happen like that for everyone.
Oh my God.
No, the truth is I've experienced favor, and I'm still experiencing favor, and doors open for you. But guess what? It doesn't alleviate issues. It doesn't mean you will have struggles.
Wait a minute there, Tosin. Are you telling me that when God says you're favored, it is not void of troubles?
It's not trouble proof.
Tell us something.
It's not trouble proof, because let's take this Mary we're talking about, for example. Mary is a good girl by all cultural standards.
Bridget?
Mary apparently must have some level of relationship with God for her to have that visitation. You get me, right? And she seems to have come from a responsible home with good upbringing,
amazing,
good home training.
Yeah.
And for her to be called Virgin Mary means she decided to stand out from her generation, because I believe this happens in every generation. Everybody wants to, have sex, but she decides to keep herself for the man that she wants to marry. Now, there's this fine dude,
guys.
Joseph, just a guy that's like, oh Mary, I'm feeling you. Let's do this together. And then she fell pregnant.
Oh my God.
She
was. How do I put it? I wanted to put it in a sarcastic way. She didn't fall pregnant. She was made pregnant by God's injunctions.
Oh my gosh.
God,
good things are supposed to be happening to me because I know you.
Yeah. I set a date for my marriage. You're supposed to be blessing me on my marriage.
Duh. I'm here being made to feel like an outcast because Uncle Josie was actually going to jilt her privately out of honor, you know. Oh girl.
That was a good guy though. That was a good guy. He was going to do it privately. A lot of guys will do it publicly. We go online. We have a live on this issue.
Even at that, I'm sure he maybe, I don't know, this wise backstory. Mary could have been the kind of girl that would be like, oh no, let's not go to, let's not kiss, let's not do this, let's not do that.
Yeah.
So he can't
Tell me
relate.
Tell me something.
Match, how can this
holy sister getting pregnant? Don't we know that there are backstories?
Yeah, what's the backstory story behind this backstory, you know. And there we go. And the news is, Mary, you favored.
Favored?
But guess what? I think she was actually favored because we're still talking about her today.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and there's a sect of, you know, religion that actually idolizes her. So you see, I think she's favored, really. Because, for example, when the first miracle that Jesus did, she's kind of set him up. She was like, guys, whatever he tells you to do. That's at the wedding in Cana of Galilee, where water was turned into wine. Stories have it that probably Jesus has been turning water to pot of edikai corn, pot of soup at home. You know,
yeah, really, for her to have said,
for the
"Oh,
man to have
come
the
over, bring
confidence,
everything, whatever he tells you to do."
do it.
No, he must have been doing a lot of miracles at
get?
home. So
There have been
Mary
times
must
that-
have enjoyed a lot
there
of
may be
goodies.
times that he wanted to fry some chicken and there's no oil and there's no air fryer. Of course,
Oh
at that
my
time.
God.
And then she just like, Mom, just pick up the cake and turn it up.
Guys, what are you craving right now? What would you give to have a Jesus in your life?
Your home, your family, right? But guess what? Before that began to happen, she was about to be an outcast.
Amazing.
She was going to be the talk of the town. Now, guess what? There are going to be other girls like, so after all the holy,
After all, is he only
our
Mary?
Auntie Mary
Now-
fell pregnant.
Now, just
There's
as
going
the
to be
eye don't see.
gossip. Imagine her entering the synagogue.
Oh my
There's no
God.
amount of scarf she's going to use to cover her
Oh
bed. It's still
my
going to
God.
show.
Oh my God.
So imagine the looks on the Sadducees and the Pharisees at
Oh
the
my
time.
God.
Maybe she even became the object of the message from the
Yeah,
preacher.
in church. Yeah.
And it will be a direct, indirect firing squad.
As you're talking to see, something just crossed my mind. I don't know how many of you are out there and you're going through some things right now. You're, born again, you're serving God, and you feel this shouldn't be me. This message is actually for you. In the pain, God is cooking up your blessings.
Amen.
Right? In that pain, in that place, maybe you've been to places and you've prayed for people and people got healed, but you have an ailment in your body that you're still waiting on God to take away, or you're a Christian, you lost your job, and there are people are asking you, oh, what is happening? Where is your God? Well, this message is for you. Or you're a Christian, you're waiting on God for the fruits of the womb. You've prayed for other people and you've seen their testimonies, and it's like yours is yet to come. Tell them there is gain in your pain. There is blessing in this pain for you. God is picking it up for you. So just take it away.
Amen.
Amazing.
So we're still exploring the favor of Mary. Besides all the backlash and all the near jilting process and all of those things, how do you think she was able to convince her parents
Oh my God.
that she wasn't philandering?
That's another story.
Right?
That's a hard nut to crack. Really?
Because we read that the angel appeared to Joseph, but we didn't read that the angel appeared to the parents.
And he did not go to the pastor either.
And he didn't go to the pastor either. So even if they trusted Mary, they'll still be like, what are you not telling us, babe?
This is way beyond our imaginations, right?
And we
It's
find
never happened
ourselves
before.
sometimes in situations that we can't explain to other people.
Oh, say that again.
Yeah, we Christians find themselves many times in situations that we cannot explain. Even your explanation would never make sense. They'll be like, please, we are not the only one. You're not the only one who has access to God. We all
my
have
God.
access to God.
True.
And some people even tell you that if God is speaking to you, then let Him speak to
To
you.
me, yeah.
But God is not a machine that we can turn on and turn off.
Preach it.
He does has wheels. Well, I guess the comfort must have come from Mary when she went to Elizabeth, and there was confirmation for her. So, like my sister here, she said something off camera. This is a member of our tribe. I think when we're in that confusing state, we should look for members of our tribe.
Yeah.
Who probably are going through what we are going through. Because Elizabeth was going through something that was unexplainable. for an old woman. Yeah, to have that kind of church. So she could relate.
With the preacher.
She could relate.
Find your Elizabeth, guys.
Find Elizabeth. Find someone who would be able to relate with what you're going through. And it has to be shown to you because Mary was practically told your Auntie Mary Elizabeth is going is going through this as well.
Yeah.
So find your Elizabeth.
Oh my.
That's where we find comfort, we find strength, and no matter what comes our way, we're able to say, yeah, I'm not the only one in this. Because I think God never, and I know God never leaves us comfortless.
He never
leaves us comfortless. There's always someone somewhere who would understand what you're going through.
Find your Elizabeth.
Even though those in your immediate environment, those in your immediate circle may not understand, but there's always an Elizabeth somewhere. So your prayer point might just be, God, show me who my Elizabeth is.
And guess what? Maybe your Elizabeth is this show right now.
Right.
We're here for you guys.
We're here for you.
Always excited,
Yeah.
to support our tribe. So you may just want to, click on the subscribe button and just join the tribe. We're always happy and we're ever, available to connect with
And
you.
feel free to send us private messages on our social media. Mine is on Instagram at Tosin Shosonya.
And mine is Stardin, so just join us.
We'll put the links on the screen. Please feel free to send us DM if you need someone to talk to, you need someone to hold your hand. We're here for you. So until we come back to your way again, this is
Unscripted. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye, guys.